This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning. In the morning.
Shake it, fire.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust touch.
You heard his name. 43 minutes, past the top of the hour. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. You was listening to him right there, citizens. What can I say about our friend and family, citizen of Sway in the Morning, the one and only Mr. Michael K. Williams. He's here live. What up, Mike?
What up?
Yo, man, Chalky White won't go away. Like, no matter what.
Before we even go any further, after listening to that scene, I got 3 words I got to say.
What?
Eric LaRae Harvey. That's who played Dunn Pursley.
Right.
To hear his voice, man, the imagery, and he's still impacting me like that. That dude is. Shout out to my boy Eric LaRae Harvey, man.
Did he ad-lib some of that, or it was written exactly?
No. The Terry Winter and those guys, they don't play the ad-lib thing. You gotta say the words as they are on the paper. They don't play that shit, not even a little bit.
Damn, what will happen?
Really? So
Yeah.
wait a minute. So what is it like working on a set like that? So you have to just go home word for word, beat for beat, get it down. Does that kind of like stop your freedom a little bit, your creativity?
No, actually it helps my process. I don't got to worry about creating shit. I'm not a writer. If you're getting paid to write, you should write. You know what I mean? And let me do what I do. Get paid to do. Let me do what I get paid to do. When you start asking me like what should the script, what should your character say here? I would say, well, my character would say, you need to go and get you a writer.
Hilarious.
I mean, I love when a writer spends that much time as with Terry Winter and those guys did, and his writing crew on the research and putting the word in the paper. It makes my job easier. Why do I think about what to go on the page when I got other shit to worry about?
Wow, I think you're the first actor that I ever sat down and just had a conversation with and heard them say that. A lot of times actors like that freedom, of going in. But you're right, I guess.
What I would say? I thought that shit too. I thought that I used to coin myself and be like, I got to put the Mike Williams spin on it.
Got you, yeah.
Do my thing with it. But what that really was just me being lazy, in my opinion. I didn't want to take the time to find out what the writer was trying to convey when he said these words. And I got that lesson on a small film called Todd Solondz directed. He's a writer-director, Todd Solondz. It was called help me
Todd
out.
Solondz?
Todd Solondz did that movie.
T-H-J?
Life During War Times.
Okay.
Life During War Times, a small independent movie. And this director, Jewish man, he did not want me for the role. It was actually, he redid his first film, which was called I forget the name of his first film, but it started the career of the late, great Philip Seymour Hoffman. So he wanted to remake it with another white man to play Philip's character. And he met me, and he was reluctant to hire me, but he did anyway and turned the character to a black man. And so I got on the set. I'm going to do my Mike Williams spin on it. And he was like, no, you will say the words exactly how I spent too many years and too much agonizing, painstaking hours at the computer to create. If I say the word "and" twice in one sentence, believe me, I thought about it, and don't change shit with my writing. And it made me work harder, and in my working harder, it freed me up. I don't got to worry about it. I like good writing. That's the main thing. What will attract me to a job is how dope the script is. So why would I want to mess with something that I love?
That's real. Wow, man.
Very much so.
Yesterday we had Angela Bassett here as well as Viola Davis. And we just been blessed enough to have their co-stars in different areas and talk about them and about what they bring. Mike, I'm going to let you live. What they bring. Go ahead, get it out. It's okay.
That's real, though.
That was real, though.
We know you
fighting.
human.
Allergies, man. I'm
yeah, allergies.
today, yeah.
What spoke to their co-stars about what people like them bring to a set. Like their dedication and that leadership. And what you're saying to me, basically, when you put up against those kind of odds and in that situation, you have to bring it. But then have you ever been intimidated on a set then when you get around those kind of actors?
Oh, no, I don't do intimidation. I'm scared of a lot of things in my real life. I'm not a thug. I'm not a fighter in real life. I'm a very easygoing, mild-mannered guy. But when we on that set, I'm going ham. I'm gonna go ham. I don't care who you are, because it's about the connection. It's not about one actor being better than the other. So I like being around people who sharpen my knife, sharpen my skills. and it makes me want to it's a boxing
Spar,
match. It
yeah.
makes me want to spar with them. I like being around dope actors.
Man, that's so dope. 888-742-3345. He giving up game, y'all. Michael K. Williams, he's here. If you want to talk to him, if you're trying to get into this industry, you got some questions, maybe you got a audition or something coming up real soon, here, get some advice right here. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Sway in the morning, Shade 45, 52 minutes past the top of the hour. That's Michael K. Williams. He's here live, and we haven't had a chance to talk about it yet, but he's here to talk about Hap and Leonard. He's playing the main character, Leonard Pine. It's going to air on the Sundance TV channel on Wednesday, March 2nd, 2016 at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's all the details because I like the Sundance channel, Tracy G.
Yeah.
It's just like real chill.
Yeah.
Like you could cut the Sundance channel on at home. I got Comcast. I live in Jersey, Mike. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Come on, get it.
Back.
Al,
you
shout
take
to
it.
Newark.
Yeah.
You know what
Yep.
They're my
So
peoples.
yeah, I like the Sundance channel, but all right. I want to go back first to ODB because you was in here. I wish the citizens could see you, dancing and singing all the lyrics to Brooklyn Zoo. And you started to tell a story about you had heard that ODB got on a Mariah Carey and not
Maya.
Mariah Carey, Maya and Praz,
Praz.
Ghetto Superstar track by being in the studio.
Yep, he was in another studio doing his own thing. Passed by Praz and Maya's session. Heard that track. Busted right in there and said, Praz, move aside, bro. Go cut the track on. I got this. And the rest is history. He made the track a classic.
You know what's so dope about that to me, though, Mike? Like, that was in the days and the era when people used to be in a studio together.
Yes.
And that magic used to happen.
Well, now you just send the dat. You send an email. Here's my vocals. Here's the song. You send an email. That camaraderie in the studio
was everything. And now
Yeah.
and vocals sound like shit. Nobody corrects them. And you could get that magic. Sometimes when you're sitting there, the engineer or the producer might
bouncing
say,
off
do
each
it
other.
over.
Yeah.
Go back and forth. That's why songs, in my opinion, don't sound the same way anymore. Because
It definitely has a part to play in it.
got a
Definitely.
big part to play in
Yeah.
it. Speaking of playing, rumor has it you gonna play ODB.
Yeah, if we could ever get it together, they casted me to play the role of Old Dirty Bastard, and we got really close. I believe Forrest Whitaker was gonna put the money up.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, something started to dissipate with the rights to the music, and I haven't heard anything about it since that little bump in the road came about. But I hope it happens because I'm getting old. I hope it happens soon. I'm getting old motherfucker now. Shit.
Hilarious.
Well, you making it happen, though. We were talking about Hap and Leonard. You have the lead role, main character role of Leonard Pine. And it says here, correct me if I'm wrong, openly gay, black Vietnam War vet with a bad temper.
Yeah, yeah.
You just sat here
That's about Leonard.
and said you an easygoing guy. You take it easy. You was up doing the two-step to the Brooklyn Zoo.
Yeah, right.
How did then you get in a mind frame to play a character like this?
I know these people. I grew up in East Flatbush, Brooklyn, a project's named Vanderveer, and I know these people. I'm not a violent person, but I've seen a lot of violence, and I've seen the reasons why violence happens. Just all of it wasn't senseless. And Leonard is one of the guys where his rage comes from something, that Vietnam War, and feeling like his country let him down in a sense. He's angry. This man gave his life for our country. He can't even get a job. He's here picking roses. That's to support himself. He can't even buy his uncle, his dad. He's eating cat food, man. It's really fucked up, and we don't tell the story of our black brothers and sisters who come out the war with that post-traumatic shit.
Right.
Every time, the last movie, the last image I've seen that I know about that dealt with that topic from a black man's point of view was Dead Presidents. That was it.
Ow. I had like
Yeah.
2 lines in that.
You lying, you did?
I was peaches.
You would get the hell out of here.
I came out with the gun. This is how I got in trouble.
Wait, which scene we talking about? What scene?
All right, Keith David and Lorenz Tate, they ride up to this store, and he going to get his money, the Keith David character. But the woman and the husband are in there arguing, and he come out and he grab him,
That's you?
and he come out and he ready to shoot my husband, but then
Yeah.
I come out, get the fuck
Yeah,
off
guy-
a spider.
yeah.
But then he knocked me out. But I was in it, Mike. I got that sag. I be getting them residuals out.
Yeah, right. I know that's right.
So no, but that's what the film was about, and it kind of opened my mind to the post-traumatic stress disorder as well. I didn't know anything about that until doing that film and talking to the Hughes brothers. Shout out to the. All right, see, check me out right there. We're doing a lot. Check me out, Mike. Watch my
You
winning
got more
part.
heart than your
I
punk
even
ass
did
old
my
man.
own stunt.
Yo.
Mike, I
no.
killed it though. You see
killed
it? I
it.
killed it.
Sold that punch.
Ow.
You sold that punch.
Sold
That's
it.
for a person just starting out. Like that's your first thing you ever
That
did?
was my first major film role.
Let me tell you something. People think that when you have a fight scene, that it's the person who's selling the that's making it real is the person that's doing the fighting. It's the people who's getting
The
hit.
reaction.
The reaction is how you sell and you sold that shit. I believed you. I'm ready to fuck him up. He knocked you out like that.
Killed it.
I'm ready to fuck him up right now. It looks so real.
Thank you, Mike. You heard that?
Hitting on my sister like that. I don't
That's
like
to
that
try
shit.
to tell him. But you talk. Thank you so much. But you talk about that. But this character is very complex because it also says he dealt with the rejection from his uncle once the uncle found out he was openly gay, and that's just another layer to the character. How did you tap into that?
You know, yeah, Uncle Chester is homophobic. That's all he knows.
Like a lot of
he doesn't know any better. But you know, I identify with. You know, I always felt like I don't know. I had this thing on me growing up. I always felt like the outsider. You know, I was not popular growing up. Dark skin, you know, corny kid. I had buck teeth and big ears. I wasn't really, and I was always like, you know, kind of ridiculed growing up. So you know, I'm sorry. So like for Leonard, his vulnerability, like his like I'm trying to get my thoughts together. His vulnerability, like how people judge him for his sexuality. I felt that pain from just being a black or being, you know, not a alpha male kind of energy in the hood. You know, like, I was a sensitive guy. You know what I'm saying? And then, so that wasn't really respected in the hood. So, you know what I mean?
Man, that's
That's
great.
real.
Thank you for sharing that with us. 888-742-3345. Scott, I know I would get to you. Hold on. You calling in from Canada. Say what up to Mike K. Williams.
Hey, what up, Mike?
What up, boy? What's your name again?
Scott.
What up, Scott?
Yeah, man. Jeez. I've been a huge fan of yours. I'll be honest. Like, I signed up through The Wire, but after that role and, you know, Boardwalk Empire and everything, I pretty much went back through your discography, and you're like that actor where if you're in a film, it's like a Michael K. Williams stamp of approval. Like, I'll fuck with it.
Man, thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, Scott, you a citizen of Sway in the Morning. And make sure you check out, in the Sundance Channel, Hap and Leonard on Wednesday, March 2nd. That's when it's going to kick off the series. It'll kick off on the Sundance Channel. Make sure you check it out and support him, okay?
All right.
All right, do that. Cheer up, Scott. It can't be that bad in Canada. What part of Canada you in, Scott?
Alberta.
Oh yeah, it might be different. I was in Toronto.
Toronto's
Alberta.
popping.
I
Yo,
never
Toronto
heard.
was
Toronto got it
popping.
going on.
All right, Mike, we can't let you leave without playing this game that we call the Mystery Sack.
All right, let's do it.
Go ahead and reach in.
Dig deep, dig deep.
Put your hands into Sway's sack.
That sounds gross.
It's Sway's Mystery Sack on Shade 45.
Tracy G, break it down for Michael K. Williams
All
how the
right,
Mystery
Mike.
Sack happens.
So Sway may not be here, but his sack is here. This is what you gotta do. You're gonna take
That
three
sounds
questions.
really interesting, doesn't it? All right.
So it's gonna be 3 questions in total. You pull one out, one at a time. You read it out loud, and you answer honestly.
Let's go.
You ready?
Yeah.
Question number 1.
He's digging.
At what age did you lose your virginity?
Let's go.
Damn, Tracy, I know you had that question.
Shut up.
I was 17 going on 18.
Oh, that's good.
Really?
That's like
Yeah.
me. Yay, we have things in common.
That's late for a guy.
Yeah, it was. I told you I was corny.
Shy,
I wasn't really
yeah,
good with
That's not
ladies.
corny.
I didn't say corny.
No, he said
Oh,
it,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just late.
This one there. Okay, let me see what this one says. I like this game. What's the dirtiest text message you ever sent a lover? Wow, I don't really I'm really paranoid about sending inappropriate sets on things. I've never taken a naked picture of myself. I don't even take in a picture. Like I ain't into that shit. So
From Brooklyn, son.
But you don't sext?
no, I'm not into that. Really.
Oh man.
And if I do sex, it's going to be so overt that if it's so you wouldn't know if I know how to say what I want to say without being like so obvious about it if I'm texting. So I say well the good raunchy shit when we in the bed.
Get
I want
it.
to fuck you back to sleep, girl. That's enough for the bed, baby. Fuck sexting.
I ain't mad at that, yo.
Last
You wanna
one.
grab that?
Okay, yeah, get this on.
I want to fuck you back to sleep, girl.
Would you be willing to lie to a court for a close friend if it meant saving your friend from going to jail for life?
Wow.
That's a good one.
Ponder.
I'm gonna be honest. It depends on the crime. It depends on the crime and what's at stake.
If it's for life, though, something serious.
Yeah, but if he took a life, then or if he got if there are unfortunate situations that can happen to a person if they find themselves in trouble by making a few bad decisions. But like if my friend like hurt somebody just for money or something like fucked up, I would have to let him handle his business because you don't want that. Because if I love my friend, I don't want them to have that bad karma on them anyway.
Yeah.
So. Go and pay your debt, man.
Right.
And so you can be free of that,
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
There it is.
Get one more. He
One
like
more. He
this
wants a
game.
bonus one.
I like it. It's a bonus.
5 fingers of sex.
Hey. That's how I want to see. If you had to eject one celebrity from the world of fame, who would it be?
You asked for
Still
one
like
more.
this game, Mike?
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to let that one go.
Mike, you. All right.
That's it, citizens. Michael K. Williams, new series, Hap and Leonard. It will happen on the Sundance channel, Sundance TV to be exact, on Wednesday, March 2nd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all support this brother. Lift him. He's serious about what he does, and he may just play ODB one day. Thank you, Mike, so much for coming through.
Appreciate you, man.
Up next, we got Plies, right? Sway in the morning, Citizen Shay 45. Call up 888-742-3345. You want to speak to
Let me
Plies.
fuck you back.
It's Sway in the morning. Only
On Shade 45.